I'm here with Ruffin at Ruffinos, and there seems to be a little similarity with that name. Tell me what's going on there.
Yeah, well, Coach Jerry DiNardo was, we used his name back in 1998 when we opened our restaurant in Baton Rouge, and it was truly an Italian concept. And obviously Jerry didn't do as well as we wanted him to on the football field at LSU, and he got fired and he left town, and we took over his portion of the business, Peter and I, and we needed a name, and we wanted to Italianize kind of a nickname my dad used to use when I was a kid. When he'd get angry with me, he'd call me Ruffino, and just kind of stuck. You know, it's a very popular name because the world's, Italy's largest winery is Ruffino wine, which we carry here by the glass of great Chianti. So it really fit with our brand and the whole Italian theme. So it's been fun.
And it's phenomenal, the name, because you are synonymous with this Italian Creole fusion. Tell me about that.
Well, that comes from Peter. His background and his influences, like John Folse and some of the great chefs in New Orleans, and his family, his grandfather and his father were great Italian chefs in New Orleans. In fact, at one time, Sclafani's was the largest restaurant in New Orleans. The one on Causeway just did, you know, thousands of people a day. And Peter brought in that Creole Italian fusion himself. And he's such a student of South Louisiana cuisine, and you know, he's on the Louisiana Seafood Board and all the things. And where T.J. Moran, who was our majority partner in Ruffinos, who we bought out 3 years ago, he brought the steak concept because he was the first franchisee of Ruth Chris Steakhouse. He taught Ruth Fertel, talked her into doing the first Ruth Chris Steakhouse in Baton Rouge. And he owned 13, I think, over the years. So he brought the steak aspect of it, and Peter brought in the seafood and Creole, so it kind of all fused together. Italian came from DiNardo, so it was kind of a mixture of a gumbo of different ideas from different people. I'm just the front guy. I shake hands and kiss babies, so I just make people laugh.
Well, it's been working for you, obviously. What's been the biggest surprise for you over the success of Ruffinos?
The biggest surprise, I would think, would be the outpour from the community, especially just in Lafayette alone. Coming here, the people are just anticipating it, and they're coming by and they're asking, when y'all opening? It's just I think it's the diversity of the menu is what really, and the execution of our food. The fun part is easy for me. I do the music, I do the lighting, I do the atmosphere. That's easy. That's what I've always done. Make people laugh, make people happy. It's the diversity of the menu that's blowing my mind, because steak, seafood, Italian, Creole, all that wonderful cuisine on one menu, it's hard to produce. It really is. And we're able to do it hot every time, perfect, consistent. That's the surprising part is how big the menu is and how easily it looks for the kitchen to produce the food.
It's a taste bud explosion.
It is. It's an absolute explosion. It's making memories is what we do. And every dish, every time somebody eats, you know, it's that 1 + 2 = always. You come in once, we want it consistent. If you go back, it's got to be even better than it was before. So our motto basically is make it better every day. So if you can get that kind of consistency, it's a success.
And we expect you to be a huge success here, just as you have been in Baton Rouge.
We hope so. You know, we want to start off a little slow. We don't want to try to knock it out of the ballpark as far as sales and people and numbers. We want to make sure the kitchen's consistent. We want to make sure everybody is on the same page. And you know, what we're going to do in the beginning is the beautiful part about this wonderful setting on the Vermilion River is the outdoor seating. We can control a lot of things through that. So if you can't get sat, you don't have to leave. We can do a smaller menu outside. We'll do char-grilled oysters and certain things outside, a full-service bar to where you can have a drink, have a glass of wine, and enjoy the setting, and then come back for the full menu.
In the meantime, what's the website they can go to check you out?
Ruffinoslafayette.com, or just Google Ruffinos in Lafayette, and there's applications available for employment. Our menu, I think, is online right now, but it's basically going to be the same menu as we're doing in Baton Rouge. But we want Lafayette to drive us for their taste buds. This area of town is a lot where we are in Baton Rouge. It's a college town. We have LSU there, you have UL here. You know, so it's a lot of similarities, and it's a lot of people that, you know, they love seafood, they love crab meat. I mean, I used to say, man, in Baton Rouge, if you take a bowl of Cheerios and you throw crab meat on it, they'll buy it. I'm starting to believe the same thing about Lafayette. So, and you know, Peter being on the seafood board, he has a lot of contacts to get the freshest seafood, so that really helps us out. So, it's gonna be fun.
And speaking of, we'll be right back with Chef Peter.